It's important that A, M, and I be in a perfect straight line in front of the string they're playing. Now, I'm showing you this on the second string, and my fingers are over the sound hole so that you can see the fingernails and just be able to see the string a little bit better. Normally, of course, I would be down at the bottom of the sound hole, but just so you can see it. So there they are, lined up to play. And you want to keep them in that straight line. You don't want to see, when you're playing, the index finger come back here. You don't want your M finger back there, or the A finger. They all need to be in line like that. And after they play, you don't want them to go too far forward either, like in front of if you're playing the second string, you go in front of the first string. The idea is to keep them lined up in front of the string they're playing. Here you can see it from in front. Same idea. The three fingers are lined up in front of their string. Don't want the index finger to be behind the string. You don't want your M finger to be behind the string and the others in front, or the A finger behind the string, which is real common. And by the same token, when you're playing, you don't want fingers to go back in front of the first string, hanging out there either. So just the ideal, lined up. Now, some teachers say that in order to have the fingers lined up in front of the string they're playing on the tremolo, that the way to do that is to turn the hand that way, which produces a rather severe turn here in the wrist. And in order to alleviate that, they say, raise the neck up about 10 degrees, and it allows you to still hit the string straight on with less bend in the wrist than in your normal position. Well, to my way of thinking, aside from debates about whether this hand position is healthy for your hand or not, whether it should be straighter or turned to the right, aside from that, in the hand position, what I'm looking for in addition to mechanical efficiency is a position that gives me a beautiful tone quality. Because if I'm playing recuerdos, I don't want it to sound with a thin, naily tremolo. I want a warmer sound. And that warmer sound is going to be produced not by playing straight on to the fingernails, but by playing on the left sides of the fingernails. And by left sides of the fingernails, you can see here where I'm going to hit the string is my left side of the nail here at this corner here. Not straight on is like this, where I'm hitting the left and the right side of the nail. That's going to produce a bright sound. I turn my hand so that I'm presenting just the left side of the nail to the string and flesh at the same time. Left side, left side. Left side only. It's not on the right side like this, not straight on, but left side only. So that's my goal, is to present the fingernails so they're hitting on the left side of the nail, so I get a beautiful tone quality. Now, to do that, I can do that with a fairly straight hand position and just compensate by just placing instead of allowing the fingers to be like this, just position the fingers so they're lined up like that. It has nothing to do very much with the hand position itself. You can just move your fingers according to where they're needed to be in line with the string. Now, another thing you have to be careful of is not to splay the fingers apart from each other. That indicates excessive tension in the hand. The fingers should basically, for most people, the fingers should just hang with minimal separation between the fingers, especially at the fingertips. Some people, the way their hands are put together, their fingers are put together, there'll be natural separation distance between these middle joints, but then the tip joints will still be lightly touching or almost lightly touching. That's okay. What we don't want is splaying like this, so the tips of the fingers are spread far apart. Again, that indicates excessive tension. And sometimes you have to keep an eye on this, that when you play slowly, the fingers will be just fine, but then as you speed up and you build up tension in the hand, they start to splay apart from each other at higher speeds. So keep an eye on that. Let the fingers just hang naturally. Minimal separation at the fingertips.